An insurance company is about to meet you for. My dear child, if you believe in angels, start this video and watch it completely. What you're about to hear is not just information, it's a direct divine alert for your life. Something powerful is already in motion, and your name is on the list. Angel says, you have been under observation for far longer than you think. Someone within a major institution has been silently tracking your name, connected to a mysterious file locked behind several levels of restricted access. This isn't a normal situation, it's tied to something they never expected to surface. The paper trail leads to your past, your family's legacy, and something you were never told. There are signatures placed on your behalf that you don't remember giving. And now, an insurance company is preparing a very unexpected visit, not to ask, but to reveal. This is not about selling you a policy. This is about opening a sealed folder that has waited more than 9 years to be discovered. It includes images, financial proofs, and handwritten testimonies linked directly to a person you never thought was watching over you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You were once named a beneficiary in a plan that was supposedly dissolved. But documents have surfaced again from the ashes, papers your enemies tried to bury, files someone close to you tried to destroy. They failed, and now the pieces are being put back together. In their database, your name is circled 3 times. There is a red stamp over a file marked, "Do not disclose until found." That time is now, and they've found you. You were not supposed to see this, but heaven has rerouted the chain of events. Angel says, the company received an anonymous letter. The envelope had no return address, but inside were facts only you and one other person could have known. The person who wrote it is no longer alive, but the message was preserved. A team is being assembled. Not to confront you, but to honor you. They know that if you accept what's coming, your whole life is about to shift beyond recognition. Type Amen to get blessing 548. There is a woman whose job is to connect you to the payout, but even she is shaking. She knows this was supposed to be handled years ago. Someone paid her to delay it. But that person is no longer in control, and now the legal pressure is forcing her to move forward. In fact, she's packing her briefcase right now. She's planning to come to you, not via email, not with a letter, but in person. They've already tracked your current address, your known relatives, and your previous bank activity. This isn't to harm you, it's to prepare the legal handover. But they're being cautious, because they believe you might be emotionally overwhelmed by what they're about to show you. Comment now if you feel the chills. Because the very paper they're bringing to you contains a shocking twist, your signature appears on something you have no memory of signing. Type Amen to get blessing 692. You see, there's a safety policy attached to your name. The amount is not small, it's the kind that makes people vanish, relocate, or restart life. But they've had to verify every step, because this case is different. A high-profile figure once intervened and sealed the policy under false circumstances. But the truth was preserved by a second party, someone who knew your value and didn't want the money to fall into the wrong hands. That person acted as a guardian angel in the physical world. Angel says, this guardian never stopped watching over you. Even in their silence, they were laying a trail of clues to lead the right person back to you. Now, their voice echoes through the files that are being unlocked. They left behind a voice note, scrambled, encrypted, and now decoded. In it, they mention your name 3 times and say the words, "When they find her, tell her it's finally safe." Type Amen to get blessing 871. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Your enemies tried to access that file 6 months ago, but failed. The company flagged the attempt and froze the document immediately. Since then, investigators have been tracing the source of the interference. Turns out it was someone you once trusted, someone who stood next to you in a family photo. They didn't want this insurance payout reaching your hands, because it would have made you more powerful than they could control. But the truth is already moving faster than their lies. The insurance company has placed 2 senior representatives on your case. One of them cried after reading the file. They couldn't believe what had been hidden from you. Angel says, the plan to meet you has already been approved. It's only a matter of days now. They're waiting for the final clearance from a board that only meets twice a year, and they just met this morning. Type Amen to get blessing 1144. The outcome? You're getting everything. But before they hand it to you, they must verify one last thing, your emotional readiness. Because once you receive this news, nothing will remain the same. The life you know today will dissolve into a completely new existence. You won't live in the same house, keep the same schedule, or maintain the same financial level. This shift is monumental, and they are preparing for your reaction. They've ordered security around the process because this is no ordinary insurance release, it's a high-risk transition due to the size, secrecy, and history of the case. You are about to enter a chapter that was delayed by spiritual warfare. Comment now if you've ever felt like someone was hiding something from you. Because this is the moment it all begins to unravel, and they cannot stop it now. Type Amen to get blessing 1400. This plan was put into place in the late 90s. Someone traveled across state lines just to open the account in your name, using their own retirement to secure it. They didn't leave any digital trace, they did it all in person, by hand, to avoid hackers. But their steps were precise. They recorded their visits, left receipts, and encrypted letters that no one could understand until today. You were chosen long before you knew anything about insurance or legal claims. Angel says, your name has divine weight. You have been chosen not just to receive, but to break chains. This isn't about random luck, this is a generational restoration. And the company is now honoring not just a contract, but a sacred covenant. They're saying, it's time. And there's nothing anyone can do to reverse what is set in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 1777. The first envelope they'll hand you will include a certified declaration and notarized apology from the firm. They admit the delay. They also admit you were never supposed to be erased. But they didn't expect you to rise again. They didn't plan for the storm you've survived. They didn't believe you'd still be standing, and that's why they're trembling now. One executive reportedly said, I feel like we've wronged an angel. That's how powerful your presence has become in their discussions. Behind closed doors, your name is spoken with awe and fear. The entire boardroom had to go silent when your file was reopened. The atmosphere changed. Something sacred entered the space. Type Amen to get blessing 2011. They know your identity now. They also know someone has been spiritually defending you for years, appearing in their dreams, disrupting their schedules, even sending mysterious emails they couldn't trace. That was not a hacker. That was divine interference. The meeting date is scheduled. They're planning it quietly, without media, without announcement. This is not for headlines, this is for your destiny. They're coming not just to speak, but to release. They've prepared a personal letter of acknowledgement, and it's signed by the original founder of the company before he passed. His last will mention your initials. Comment if your heart is racing, because this is more than coincidence. It's spiritual restoration, happening in real time. Type Amen to get blessing 2233. You're not crazy for feeling like something big is near. That weight in your chest, that stirring in your sleep, that shift in your atmosphere, it's all connected. They are closing in to deliver what was divinely designed. The payout isn't just money. It includes land. It includes business shares. And it includes a secret that can't be announced publicly, only whispered during your private meeting. Angel says, when they knock, open the door with faith. You don't need to prepare anything, they're already prepared for you. They even know the color of your walls and the scent you like to wear. They've received permission to open the vault. Your name is engraved on the steel. And once it opens, the world you've known will vanish like smoke. Type Amen to get blessing 2566. One woman who tried to take your place is now under internal investigation. She forged a claim pretending to be you. But the spiritual seal on your name exposed her. The agent said the moment she opened the file, the air turned cold. Her computer crashed. And the lights in the building went off for 13 seconds. They've never seen anything like it. That's when they knew, this wasn't just a case, it was a calling. And now, they're honoring the divine order attached to your name. You were hidden for a reason. But now, heaven has decided it's time for your unveiling. Type Amen to get blessing 2808. Everything that delayed you is being stripped away. Every lie spoken against your name is being reversed. The angels have written your victory into the timeline of this year. The next 30 days will move with speed. Once they arrive, things will not happen slowly, they'll unfold like dominoes falling in your favor. From one knock at the door, your whole world will transform. Comment now if you're ready to step into what was always yours. Because the firm is coming. And when they arrive, you'll remember this moment forever. The letter has already been sealed. They just need your signature to release the flood. Type Amen to get blessing 3001. You thought they forgot you. But they were just waiting for the right moment when the divine shield around you was fully activated. That moment is here. They will apologize. They will cry. Some will beg for forgiveness when they realize how long they denied you what belonged to you. You don't need revenge. You don't need to argue. You only need to open the door when they come. Angel says, this is your season of surprise restoration. Get ready. They're almost at your door. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They are bringing more than just money, they are bringing justice. Justice for the years you cried without answers. Justice for the months you walked in silence while others mocked your struggle. This isn't just compensation, it's a correction. It's the universe folding itself back to the point where your life first broke, and stitching it with gold. They're not just handing you a file, they're handing you the proof that heaven never left you alone. One of the senior agents assigned to your file has never seen anything like it. She's worked on thousands of claims, but yours carries a strange piece she can't explain. She said your name feels like light in the middle of chaos. The director told her, handle this with care. This one is chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 3555. You are not walking into this meeting as a victim. You are walking in as a victorious revelation of divine timing. Everything that once tried to disqualify you will tremble in your presence. They are bringing a suitcase, not just with files, but with keys. Literal keys. The kind that open storage units, buildings, and properties you never knew had your name on them. You will be asked to sign a few documents. They'll explain the legal terms, but what they won't tell you is that your signature will unlock doors across 3 cities. You were more loved than you knew. There is even a video recording. Someone left a message for you, years ago, stored in a safety deposit box. You will watch it for the first time during the meeting. Type Amen to get blessing 3717. The person in that video calls you by a childhood name you forgot. Their eyes tear up. They speak as though they knew this moment would come, and they were right. You're about to be honored by people who once ignored you. Not because they suddenly care, but because they now realize who you truly are. What they thought was ordinary turned out to be sacred. Angel says, the shift is not only financial. It's emotional, mental, spiritual. Every corner of your life is about to be dusted clean. You'll even receive an old photograph, one you've never seen, tucked between legal documents. In that photo is someone standing behind you with a protective hand over your shoulder. Type Amen to get blessing 3999. They're not sure who that person is. But you'll feel the truth in your spirit. That person was your earthly guardian, and their final act was to secure your future. Some people are already whispering about this sudden rise. But let them talk. Their words cannot undo what heaven has prepared. The firm has issued a quiet internal memo. It says, proceed with discretion. This case is under divine protection. You are not just a claimant, you are a prophecy fulfilled. Soon, you'll walk through doors no one thought you'd ever reach. And when you do, you'll feel peace like never before. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. They will offer you a seat in a room with high-ranking officials. Not because you asked for it, but because the power behind your name demands it. You'll sit where decisions are made, not where leftovers are handed out. The moment you step inside, a stillness will fall over the space. Even the most experienced agents will pause, sensing that this is more than paperwork, this is prophecy unfolding. You won't need to speak much, your presence alone will confirm that the time has come. On the table before you will be 3 envelopes. One contains your official title to an estate. One holds the banking details for your release. And the last carries a message handwritten by someone who passed away loving you deeply. You'll be asked to read it privately. The words will bring you to tears. Type Amen to get blessing 4611. You'll see their handwriting and feel as if time reversed. Every word will fill a gap in your soul that even you didn't realize still existed. You'll cry, not from sadness, but from a healing that feels like lightning and rain falling at the same time. They knew you would survive. They knew this day would come. That's why they planned so carefully, even as their own life was fading. You are the answer to their last prayer. And now that prayer is about to come true, right before your eyes. You'll hold the pen to sign the release, but it will feel like holding destiny itself. Angel says, nothing can stop this now. Not even those who tried to bury your name. Type Amen to get blessing 4777. The woman who lied on your behalf has already been dismissed. She forged a document to delay your case. But the truth has burned through every deception. She cried in her exit interview. Not because she was fired, but because she saw your face in a dream the night before. In that dream, she saw your name written in golden letters and a voice said, "This one is chosen." You were never forgotten. You were protected, hidden in plain sight until the moment you were strong enough to receive what was always yours. Now, the angels are clearing the path. They have removed every delay, every saboteur, every thief in the system. Type Amen to get blessing 4888. What's coming is not only unexpected, it's overwhelming. Even the numbers are so large, they've had to request a higher authorization code to release the funds. Your case has now been labeled Priority Divine Intervention. This means you're not only receiving what was delayed, you're being compensated for every year of loss. Every tear you cried is being counted, and matched in triple favor. You'll be offered a financial advisor. They'll want to help you structure your new life. But even they will be amazed by the amount they'll manage for you. Angel says, you will not lack again. Ever. That season is permanently over. Type Amen to get blessing 5000. You will also be introduced to someone else, a silent figure in this entire story. Someone who watched you from a distance and protected your file when it was at risk. This person did not do it for money. They did it because they believed in your spirit. They saw your light even when others dismissed you. They knew if this ever reached you, the world would shift. And now they want to meet you, not as an agent, but as a friend and silent protector. This person has been waiting for years to finally tell you, I kept your name safe. They tried to erase you, but I wouldn't let them. You'll look into their eyes and feel the truth vibrating in your soul. That person will become a bridge between your past and your future. Type Amen to get blessing 5222. There's even more. A secret clause has been uncovered in the insurance file, one that was buried under years of inactive paperwork. That clause contains a reward system that grows interest every year the claim was left untouched. Because of that clause, the amount you'll receive is nearly 5 times what it originally was. The system didn't plan for it. But heaven did. And now, the company has no choice but to comply. They cannot delay it any longer without violating federal order. The payout must be released, or the company faces legal consequences. The scales of justice have tipped in your favor. The angels are signing off in the spirit. You're already approved. Type Amen to get blessing 5399. Your bank will receive a notification. They may even call you to verify if the numbers are real. But yes, they are. And it's all yours. Soon, you'll walk into a space you've never seen, but was bought for you. Decorated in your style. Designed with your favorite colors. Someone studied your preferences years ago. This was not just a plan. It was a divine arrangement that waited for your maturity, your readiness, your healing. And now, all three are complete. Angel says, no more delays. No more pain. Only restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. And you'll begin to understand why you faced so much darkness. Why you were abandoned by so many. Why you had to walk alone. It was all to prepare you for this one season of release. If they had stayed, they would have contaminated your blessing. That's why the angels removed them first. You were left alone so no one else could claim what's yours. And now, as the final pieces click into place, you will see the beauty in the waiting. The meeting is coming. The door will be knocked. The files will be opened. And your life will never look the same again. Type Amen to get blessing 5888. The person delivering the documents will be gentle. They'll look you in the eyes and say, it's all real. We're sorry it took this long. And in that moment, everything inside you will feel the final release. The pain will turn to peace. The confusion to clarity. The waiting into worship. Your enemies will hear of your rise but will not be able to touch it. They will hear your name echo in places they tried to keep you out of. But it will be too late for them. You are sealed. Your destiny is unlocked. The angels are rejoicing. And you are finally walking into everything that was delayed. Type Amen to get blessing 6000. There will be tears, not just yours, but theirs too. The ones handing you the documents will feel a weight lift off their shoulders, as if a mission they didn't even understand has finally been fulfilled. They may not speak much, but their eyes will carry reverence, for you, for your journey, and for the mystery that surrounds your name. After the documents are handed over, you'll be left alone for a few moments. In that stillness, everything will hit you. You'll remember the nights you cried, the moments you almost gave up, the prayers whispered in silence. All of it led to this. Angel says, do not be afraid of the change. The sudden overflow will feel unreal, but it is promised. You were never forgotten. This is not a miracle. This is a correction of time, ordered by heaven. The wealth, the land, the respect, they're not the true gift. The true gift is your identity finally being acknowledged. Type Amen to get blessing 6221. There will be people who try to reconnect with you. Some will pretend they always believed in you. But you will have discernment now. You will know who came with a pure heart and who came with hidden intentions. The documents will also include access to something digital, a hidden online vault. Inside it are more messages, voice notes, and even a video of a past celebration that was meant to include you but was done in your absence. They never invited you because they thought you were unworthy. But the original plan always had your name on it. Now, you will watch it. And as you do, angels will begin to release the final pieces of your inheritance. You will feel surrounded by an invisible force, embracing your spirit like a warm wind. You are not just walking into favor. You are walking into a divine reversal of every curse spoken against you. Type Amen to get blessing 6393. You'll feel overwhelmed, but not confused. The instructions will be clear. There will be no chaos. Everything will be structured, protected, and ordained. You'll receive a call just days after the meeting. Another branch, from another city, will confirm that additional assets are tied to your name. This wasn't just one insurance company. This was a network of people who once loved you and decided to honor you in life and after. You will learn that a person once stood in front of a notary, trembling, and said, "If I leave this world before they rise, make sure they receive everything." That promise has now activated. Angel says, the weight is being lifted. The inheritance is being transferred. The chains are being shattered. Type Amen to get blessing 6550. You will be asked to travel, but not far. A nearby estate is being reopened for you. The locks will click open with your name on the deed. You won't believe what's inside. Antique items, journals, and sealed packages labeled "for her only." You'll sit on a couch no one has touched for years, and it will feel like you've come home to a place your soul has always known. The estate caretaker will tell you stories about the person who created the policy. They'll say things like, "They always knew you were special." And you'll cry, not because you're broken, but because you're finally whole. You'll walk through the rooms and feel their presence. The house will breathe again. Type Amen to get blessing 6666. The angels will not leave your side. You'll feel guided in every step, every decision. Even if fear tries to creep in, peace will overpower it. You'll be called into a private chamber, only for those who have received this kind of spiritual payout. The agent will look at you with tears in their eyes and say, "I've waited years to deliver this to the right person." You're the right person. You'll receive an official apology letter. It won't be ordinary. It will be handwritten, personal, and detailed. It will acknowledge your pain, your waiting, and your endurance. And in the final line, it will say, "Thank you for not giving up." Type Amen to get blessing 6888. They will ask if you want to make a public statement. But you will be advised by heaven to remain quiet, for now. This isn't the time to broadcast, it's the time to build. Your silence will confuse your enemies. They expected you to flaunt your rise. But instead, you will operate in quiet glory. What they cannot see, they cannot sabotage. In the background, angels will continue to arrange new contracts, relationships, and opportunities. The money will open doors. But your presence will command rooms. Angel says, this is your reward for obedience, for endurance, and for surviving every attack meant to destroy you. Type Amen to get blessing 6999. You'll find a letter inside one of the old boxes. It's dated years ago, before your toughest battles began. In it, the person wrote, "If she makes it through this, tell her I never stopped loving her." They knew. Somehow, they knew you would be tested beyond what was fair. And they planted words for your future self to discover, like flowers blooming after a storm. You will fold that letter gently and keep it close to your chest. You'll whisper, "Thank you," to heaven, and feel the air shift around you. That's when you'll realize, you were never forgotten. You were being preserved for this very moment. Type Amen to get blessing 7111. The company is not only delivering the payout, they are naming a new policy in your honor. For others like you. For those who are overlooked, mistreated, and underestimated. Your story will inspire a change in their entire department. They will create a new system to ensure no one else ever has to wait like you did. You didn't just unlock your inheritance. You became a symbol of change. A walking miracle. A proof that heaven intervenes. And all of this will happen quietly, beautifully, and completely in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 7222. From this moment on, your life will not resemble anything from your past. The pain will not repeat. The cycles will break. You'll move with authority, with clarity, and with protection. Every time you step into a new room, the spiritual realm will shift. People won't understand why, but they'll feel your power. And when you lie down at night, you'll sleep peacefully. No more racing thoughts. No more fear of the future. The blessing has landed. Angel says, get ready. They're already on their way. You've been approved by heaven and confirmed on earth. Type Amen to get blessing 7333. And this time, no one can steal what belongs to you. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.